Yo, what's up guys? My name is Rick, and yeah, I have an RU match here for you today. And because RU is fairly defensive, I personally like to play a bit more offensive and use a bit more of an offensive team, as you'll see here as well. So, yep, I'm going to be leading with my Tauros. My opponent leads with a, what is that, Torkoal, and I don't really want to stay in. I mean, I have super effective hits, but he is a physical wall, I'm a physical attacker. I'm expecting Stealth Rock, so I'm going to go back to my Blastoise, who can spin as well as scare him out. But he yawns, so I'm going to go switch out because I don't want my spinner to be asleep, as he does in fact set up Stealth Rock as I switch again into my Seismitoad, who is definitely going to be able to fear him out, because being an offensive water type instead of a defensive one like Blastoise, he's definitely not going to want to stay in. So switches to Altaria. I could set up Rain Dance, but I don't have Ice Beam on this guy because he doesn't learn it for some reason. I mean, guys, how did that thing not get Ice Beam? But yeah, I cannot touch Altaria at all. I knew he had it on his team, so there was no real reason for me to set up. And I'm going to go switch back to my Pharisee just to scout if he has the fire move. He sets up a Dragon Dance, which is telling me that he doesn't have it, because if he did have it, he would be more of like a defensive variant with like Heal Bell or something. So he's going to switch back to Torkoal. I know I can outspeed him after I T-Wave him just because Torkoal has a shitty speed stat as well as Pharisee does. So Pharisee is actually one of the few Pokemon I run T-Wave on who cannot actually outspeed stuff after paralyzing it, which is pretty funny. But I do set up Stealth Rock. He does spin them away right off the bat again as I switch back to my Blastoise, and I believe I'm just going to go for a Scald because I don't really have anything. No, I'm just going to go for my own Rapid Spin first because I do have a couple guys on my team weak to Stealth Rock. So that spin definitely has my priority. And he sends in Muck here. I don't really know what to do. I could roar him out and stay in, expecting maybe like a curse or something, but I don't really think he's going to want to set up this early anyway. And roaring out on top of that without Stealth Rock up is not really something I really feel like is super necessary. So he's going to switch to a Galvantula as I switch back to my my Pharisee. And unless he has HP Fire, I don't really think he can do anything. Even if he has it, I think I can take one and just paralyze him. So I was kind of hoping for that, for him to go for HP Fire, me living it, and then me paralyzing him. But no, he switches back to Torkoal. I'm going to go back to Blastoise again, once again, because I can spin away his rock as well as fear him out with the Scald. So this is a really good matchup in my eyes. So I'm just going to go stay in. I this time predict him to stay in because the last time I've never actually went for Scalds up until now. So just going to go try and do that. He does in fact stay in, I guess, predicting me not to do that and get paralyzed there. It doesn't really matter. What could he really have done anyway? I mean, he could have set up Stealth Rock, could have spun those away again. Blah blah blah. I'm going to go for a second Scald once again because it's kind of like a straightforward move, not very like it doesn't really seem like something I would normally do, which is why it's pretty unpredictable and why it does in fact work out, because he stays in, I guess, either wanting to fodder his Torkoal at this point because he was on low health as well as paralyzed, or just because he didn't expect me to actually go for the second Scald. Because it was pretty predictable. And he's going to go back to Galvantula. My Pharisee is a solid switch in because last time he switched out, so he does not have the HP Fire for sure. So he's going to switch back to an Absol, and this thing is scary looking. I make kind of a misplay here going for my Stealth Rock, thinking I would need them, which I don't really. And then he sets up a Swords Nest, and I'm kind of fucked here. I mean, he's going to have to go for Superpower, meaning that he is going to be at only +1 attack and -1 defense. But still, I thought my guys could definitely take hits better than they actually can, because he does have the Life Orb as well, as you'll see in a second here after Iron Barbs get some damage on him as well. He does have Life Orb, and therefore I thought a +1 Sucker Punch would be something Yanmega can take. My Mexican Yanmega, as you can see by the nickname. Because Yanmega has a pretty good defense stat, as it's proven in the past, but no, it doesn't take that. Absol is a very underrated physical attacker, very high attack stat. I think it's like base 135 or something crazy, or just 130, I'm not sure. Luckily, Blastoise can take a Night Slash, and luckily I don't get critted either. So I take the Night Slash, I'm now into Torrent range, so I can finish him off with a Torrent boosted Scald, which is great. Take him out, Burn is going to barely leave me hanging here, and no real reason for me to switch out at this point. So he's going to go into his little thingy here. I'm not sure what this thing is called, but it's like a... It has like I think it has adaptability, therefore boosting its water type moves because it is a water type. Which is pretty cool. It looks Choice Banded because it is going to go for a Waterfall, no Life Orb, no Leftovers, no anything. So I'm guessing Choice Banded. I mean, Scarf could be possible on that thing. Then again, it does have Aqua Jet, so I'm not sure why. I think it would just be better to run a Choice Banded set, so that's what I'm expecting as well. In comes Altaria. Can I predict I go for the Volt Switch here just to make sure that I can get my Switch advantage on. Even if he stayed in, I could have killed him off anyway, because that really that fish thingy is very frail. So, but I get my Tauros in on his Altaria. I can just go for a sheer force boosted Rock Slide. Easily gonna knock him out. He does not see my Life Orb yet, but that's pretty common on Tauros anyway. I'm not sure if he switched in Muck thinking I was Choice Banded maybe. But I do have the Earthquake because, you know, the fact that I have Sheer Force made me hide the fact that I have Life Orb, because of Rock Slide having a chance of flinching, therefore the Life Orb doesn't show when I use a move like that. But Earthquake doesn't quite take him out. I kind of was expecting it to, but I guess this is a more defensive Muck. Maybe a Curse set, once again, I don't know. Brick Break did not do all that much because Tauros does have a good defense stat. And in comes this thing again. Is going to go for an Aqua Jet adaptability boosters as well, as I'm assuming Choice Band once again, but it does not quite take me out because, as I said, Tauros has good defense. I did still have my Galvantula left, as well as a couple other guys that could have easily taken care of this thing had I not lived that, but I do barely live it, like I said. And his left is his Galvantula. I'm going to be able to outspeed that because it's, I believe, 108 base speed or 105 or something, while Tauros is 110 or 110. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick match. My name is Rick. Like I said, if you haven't checked out my channel before, definitely go do that. Link will be in the description. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.